Hello, dear students. Today I will discuss an experiment in physics which is based on diffraction of light wave. The object is to determine wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source by a plane diffraction grating. A plane diffraction grating is an arrangement in which there is a fine quality of glass on which parallel lines are ruled equidistant with a fine diamond point by an automatic shifting machine. The ruled lines are opaque to the light, and the spacing between any two lines, uh, that is the order of the wavelength of light, is used, and suppose this is the lambda, are transparent. This is a plane transmission grating. Now, to determine the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source, we use a formula, and this formula is known as grating equation. Just I am going to write here: A plus B into sine theta into sine theta is equal to n lambda. And lambda. Okay. Here A plus B is, this A plus B is known as grating element. Theta is called angle of diffraction. N is called order of spectrum, and this lambda is called wavelength of light is used. Okay. Now, before describe the experiment, now first I will discuss the experimental setup for the spectrum by grating. Just I am going to share the file. Yes, this is experimental setup for the spectrum by grating. A diffraction grating is simply known as grating. In this diagram, this is a collimator. This is the source of light, that is the mercury source, and here telescope. Okay. For setting adjustments, level the base of spectrometer by putting a split level on prism table. The axis of the telescope, collimator, and prism table should be set using the Schuster's method. Okay. Right. Keep the collimator in line with telescope and focus the slit on the crosswire. Make the slit narrow, and now Vernier readings are noted. Now turn the telescope. Here is the telescope. Here is a telescope. Now turn the telescope exactly by 90 degree in Vernier and mount the grating on the prism table. Turn the prism table to see the reflected image from the grating. Right? Read both the verniers. Right? Turn the prism table from this reading by 45 degree or 135 degree. This way, the grating becomes normal to the incident light. In this experiment, the light, this incident light should be perpendicular on the grating. Okay. Now rotate the telescope. Now rotate the telescope to the left side of the direct incident light. This is the direct incident light. Okay. Spectrum is seen, and you can see from violet to red. Right. Note down the readings of both the verniers by keeping the vertical cross wires on each color by shifting the telescope by slow motion screw. This way, the first order of spectrum is noted. Right? Now, turn this telescope. Now, turn this telescope further to get the second order of spectrum and note the reading of verniers on each line. Now rotate the telescope on right side incident beam direction to record the readings of both verniers for the first and the second order spectra. The difference of each vernier, suppose vernier first is V1 and V2 is the second vernier, is twice the angle of diffraction. Half of it will be the angle of the diffraction. This angle is the angle of diffraction for the red spectrum, red light, and this angle is 2 theta, and when and the half of it will be the angle of diffraction. Okay, now I will discuss on the observation table. You'll have to prepare this table to determine the value of theta. Theta is the angle of diffraction. You will write here serial number and for the first order and for the second order, and here color of light, violet, green, yellow, red, and first you will have to take the left side reading. Okay, vernier reading. First you will have to take the main scale reading on left side and vernier division and reading, and here total of the left side of the incident direction, and here in this column you will have to take the right side of the vernier reading. Either here you will take the main scale reading, here you will take the vernier division reading, and here it comes total. And when you will take the difference between these two, you will have to take the magnitude, it will come 2 theta, and half of it will be the angle of diffraction, and this theta will become for the angle of diffraction for the first order, and similarly for the second order. Okay, now calculating the value of theta from this table, now I will calculate the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source for violet color, for green color, for yellow color, and for red color. Now I will do calculation. Now I am going to share the whiteboard. For calculation, first we calculate the least count of the vernier. It will come in degree or minute, and then we calculate the grating element. What is the value of grating element? Just I am going to share the whiteboard. To calculate the value of grating element, it means A plus B. A plus B it will be 2.54 divided by this capital N. Here N is the number of rulings per inch. So using this formula, you can calculate the value of grating element. Now, if you want to calculate the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source, for the first order, we will have to use this relation lambda is equal to A plus B into sine theta divided by 1. And for the second order, you will use this formula lambda is equal to A plus B into sine theta divided by 2. This equation is for the first order. First order spectrum, and this formula is for second order spectrum. So we can calculate the wavelength for violet color, for green color, for yellow color, for red color, and these are the prominent lines. These are the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source. Now, after measuring the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source, we will calculate the percentage error, and it is very easy. To calculate the percentage error, we take the difference between the observed result and the standard value, divide it by the standard value and multiply by 100. It comes the percentage error. So this is about the experiment. But in this experiment, precautions should be taken, and I will discuss 2 or 3 precautions which are very important to be taken. Number 1, adjustment of the spectrometer should be proper. Adjustment of the, just I'm going to this, yeah. Yes. First precaution, the adjustment of the spectrometer should be proper. Leveling of base, alignment of axis of collimator and telescope, and their focusing should be done properly. Very important. And second precaution should be taken, grating must be normal. Okay. And do not fix prism table and telescope if not asked for by the teacher. These are the precautions. So this is about the diffraction of light by a plane diffraction grating, and knowing this procedure, you can easily calculate the wavelength of prominent lines of mercury source. It is very, very easy and exciting experiment. Thank you.